is, now we are going to consider one example in which we are having a relation between frequency and power in percentage with speed regulation of 4. It means the value of capital R is 4%. The value of R is indicating nothing but the amount of steam we can, the amount of control what we are having on the steam. It means we can control the steam entering into the turbine only by 4% of its quantity. It is what that value of R indicates. So here at origin we are having 100%. It means constant frequency. And because of 4% we are having increase in frequency up to 104%. If you are going to have a reduction in frequency, it will be up to 96%. So now we'll see that now consider that we are having a system operating at steady state. It means we are having maintaining constant frequency, as well as we are having a perfect power balance. So for a perfect 100% of power output operating at 100% of frequency, it means 50 Hertz, and maximum power, it means we are having a power balance. So this is the steady state operating point. So now consider that we have reduced the power, we are having a reduction in the power demand. So due to that reduction in power demand, we have to reduce the power output. So for reducing the power output, so consider that we are reducing the power output to from 100 to 50. So at this time the operating point will shift to this new operating value, the star value. It means we are reducing the power generation to half of its value. But because of that reduction in power generation, the frequency will get increased, because we are reducing the load. Because of the reduction in load, we are having increase in speed, and it will result in the increase in frequency. And so that we are having this second operating point. And one more thing is, whatever may be the variations in the load and frequency, the operating points has to obey, or it has to trace only the governor characteristics, or we can say that as a group characteristics. So the second operating point is tracing the group characteristics available. And because of this reduction in load, we are having increase in frequency. So now what we have to do is, the speed changer has to give a lower command to the entire speed governing mechanism. So because of this lower power command signal, we can control the steam entering into the turbine. So by means of giving a lower command, we are going to reduce the steam coming into the turbine. So it means we are trying to reduce the frequency by controlling or by closing this steam valve of the turbine. So now the next operating point will be that we are having the reduction in the load, and we are not disturbing the load. So it is been already reduced. And because of that reduction in load from 100 to 50, we are having increase in frequency. So now again what we have to do is, we have to bring that frequency to a steady state frequency. It means already it is in 102%. 102 in the sense it is in 51 Hertz. We are having increase in frequency from 50 Hertz to 51 Hertz. So now our objective is to bring that 51 Hertz to 50 Hertz. So for bringing that frequency to 50 Hertz, we are giving a lower command using speed changer, and with the help of that lower command, we are closing the steam valve of the turbine. So by closing that steam valve, we can have a control on the power generation, and also the speed of the shaft will get reduced. So at last we are having control on the system frequency, and we can the steam valve can close up to 4% of its quantity. Okay, so now the new operating point we will shift to this red star, that is we are having a load and operating at constant frequency. So now this reduction in frequency happened because of the lower command given by the speed changer. So we all know that speed changer and the lower command will come under secondary control, that is supplementary load frequency control. So the purpose of secondary load frequency control is it is going to have a fine tuning in the system frequency. It is not going to disturb the power balance, so we can say that in second operating stage we are not disturbing the system load. We are making the frequency to 50. So we are just tuning the frequency. So this fine tuning can be achieved only by supplementary load frequency control. Shift the entire characteristics into a new operating position. So now the group characteristics of the entire LFC model will be this red line. So now the system is operating at this red star. So now consider that again, if you are going to increase the load. So now if you are having a power load, that is power demand at 50 and it is operating at 50 Hz. Now the system is in steady state, and because of the supplementary control we are having a change or shift in group characteristics. So now with this operating point again we are increasing the power demand. So because of that increase in power demand we have to increase the power generation. So after the instant the increased power demand, that operating point will come to this fourth operating point. It means because of increase in load there will be a reduction in the frequency. So here we are having 50% in the increase in the power demand, and because of this we are having reduction of frequency from 98%. It means from 50 it is coming to 49 Hz. So next we have to bring that frequency to normal frequency. So with this increase in power demand, here we are going to seek the help of speed changer, that is supplementary load control. So from this fourth operating point the speed changer is going to give a rise command, because we are having reduction in frequency from 50 it falls to 49. So in order to bring back to 50 Hz we are going to give rise command to the entire speed governing mechanism by using speed changer. So because of that rise command we are going to have a open on steam wall of the turbine. So by increasing the steam coming into the turbine by means of 4%, it means we are increasing the quantity of steam by only by 4%. So this is what the 4% meant. And because of that increase in steam we are increasing the turbine generator shaft speed, and because of that shaft speed we are increasing the system frequency. So again from this operating point we can bring that entire system into this new value. Here we are having, this is the fourth operating point, and because after that by using supplementary control we are going to bring this to an again new operating point. This is how we are going to have a control on the steam wall entering into the turbine.